In a season filled with powerhouse voices and viral drama, no one expected a humble construction worker named Jamal Roberts to steal the nation's heart. Not with gimmicks or glitter, but with raw emotion and a voice that felt like Sunday morning. He walked onto the American Idol stage with worn boots, a nervous smile, and a story that hit harder than any high note. Viewers were caught off guard when he opened his mouth and delivered a soulful rendition that stopped the judges in their tracks. But it wasn't just the song, it was the look in his eyes. The pain, the love, the fire of a man who wasn't chasing fame, but something far deeper, a promise made to a little girl who called him dad. Within hours, Jamal's name was trending not just as a contestant, but as a symbol, a father, a husband, a survivor. And just when audiences thought they knew what to expect from this season, Jamal reminded them why American Idol still matters. But what few knew was that this performance wasn't the start of his story, it was the beginning of his reckoning. Before Jamal Roberts became America's viral sensation, he was just a quiet man from Montgomery, Alabama, laying bricks by day and singing gospel in the church basement by night. Locals say they've heard that golden voice echo through potluck fundraisers and community fairs for over a decade, but Jamal never saw it as a ticket to fame. In fact, he once turned down an audition for Idol years ago, too busy working double shifts and raising 2 kids to chase a dream. It wasn't until his teenage daughter Maya secretly recorded him singing while fixing a leaky sink and posted it on TikTok that everything changed. That video, just 37 seconds long, exploded overnight, racking up millions of views and catching the attention of Idol scouts. Within days, Jamal was flown to Los Angeles, completely out of his comfort zone, wearing his only good pair of shoes and gripping the photo of his late mom in his pocket. And if you thought his first audition would be just another feel-good story, think again. What happened next left the entire judging panel speechless. It wasn't just a song, it was a prayer wrapped in melody. When Jamal stepped onto the Idol stage, he didn't introduce himself with a flashy backstory. He simply said, "This one's for my mama," and began singing Sam Cooke's "A Change Is Gonna Come" with a trembling voice that grew stronger with every note. The entire studio went silent. Lionel Richie lowered his head. Katy Perry wiped away tears before the second chorus. But it was what happened after the performance that turned Jamal into an overnight icon. As the last note faded, his daughter ran on stage sobbing, hugging him so tightly it felt like the whole world paused. The judges walked up from the table to join him, one by one, each offering not just praise but genuine awe. Luke Bryan said, "You just brought America to church." That moment was clipped, shared, and rewatched millions of times, with fans calling it the soul revival Idol didn't know it needed. But behind the tears and applause, few knew Jamal's family carried a deeper story, one that viewers were about to discover. While Jamal's voice captured the spotlight, the woman cheering him on from behind the curtains became a quiet star in her own right. Tamika Roberts, Jamal's wife of 15 years, stood backstage during every rehearsal, clutching a lucky charm their daughter made in 2nd grade. A middle school teacher by profession, Tamika never sought attention. But when Idol producers showed a clip of her whispering prayers as Jamal sang, viewers couldn't stop talking. Fans dubbed her the backbone of the season, and for good reason. Jamal later revealed that Tamika had once faced a serious illness, one that nearly broke the family apart. During those dark months, Jamal sang to her bedside every night, vowing he'd sing on a bigger stage one day, not for himself but for her. That promise now echoed through every lyric he belted out. And while Tamika rarely spoke on camera, when she did, she said just 5 words that sent chills: "This is our second chance." But nothing would prepare audiences for the emotional crescendo that came during Jamal's family performance. Something no one, not even the judges, saw coming. When Idol's top 20 theme was "Songs That Define You," Jamal took a risk. He brought his daughter Maya on stage to sing with him. The pair performed a stripped-down acoustic version of "Stand By Me," and it didn't take long before the audience erupted. Maya, just 14, harmonized with a voice far beyond her years, while Jamal's soulful baritone grounded the melody in something raw and real. It was less a performance and more a family testimony. By the time they finished, all 3 judges were on their feet and Maya received a standing ovation of her own. The performance went viral within minutes. Hashtags like "IdolDad" and "Roberts Family Duet" trended worldwide. Social media dubbed them the most wholesome family in Idol history, and even Michelle Obama reposted the clip with the caption, "This is what America sounds like." But as the praise poured in, so did the pressure. Suddenly, Jamal wasn't just a contestant. He was a symbol of family, faith, and resilience. And while fans celebrated the love, the internet was about to turn on him in ways no one anticipated. Just as Jamal reached peak popularity, the darker side of viral fame crept in. Online trolls began mocking his age, calling him too old for pop and questioning his looks, his voice, even his authenticity. Rumors swirled that Idol was scripting his story. Some claimed the duet was a publicity stunt, but Jamal stayed grounded, responding in a now iconic Instagram post, "I'm not here to be a star, I'm here to show my daughter what it means to keep going." That message silenced critics and sparked a wave of support from celebrities. John Legend tweeted, "Jamal Roberts is what real music is about." Fantasia called him the voice of the people. Idol fans flooded comment sections with messages of love, creating a movement dubbed Protect Jamal. Still, behind the scenes, Jamal admitted the mental toll was heavy. But with Tamika and Maya by his side, he pushed forward, and what he did in the finale was not just bold, it was revolutionary. For the Idol finale, most contestants went big with pyrotechnics and elaborate choreography. Jamal, he stepped onto a dimly lit stage with nothing but a microphone and his story. He performed an original gospel ballad titled Home, co-written with his daughter. The song was a tearjerker, a tribute to family, faith, and the long road to healing. Midway through, the music paused. To the shock of viewers, Jamal invited his wife and kids to join him. Producers later admitted this broke format, but they allowed it after seeing the raw emotion in rehearsals. The moment felt like a family reunion broadcast nationwide. As the crowd wept and applauded, it became clear, win or lose, Jamal had already made his mark. And while another contestant took the crown, it was Jamal who trended #1. Commentators called it the real ending to Idol 2025. But as the cameras faded, Jamal was already planning something bigger. Offstage, beyond the show, and deeper than any trophy. Post-Idol, Jamal didn't waste time riding the wave, he made his own. Signing with a major gospel label within weeks, he announced a national tour titled The Homecoming Sessions, featuring live performances and family storytelling. His first single, Keep the Light On, debuted in the top 10 gospel charts. Meanwhile, Maya launched her own TikTok channel, now with over 1 million followers, often duetting with her dad. Tamika started a podcast called Roots and Rhythm, where she interviews other spouses supporting dreamers. Together, they've become a media brand without losing their authenticity. Jamal also made surprise appearances at churches, schools, and even a White House faith summit. "We're not chasing fame," he said on Good Morning America. "We're planting seeds." But with all this momentum, one question still lingered in fans' minds: was Jamal done with TV? The answer might surprise you. Today, Jamal Roberts is more than an Idol alum, he's a movement. Schools across the US use his story to teach perseverance. Churches stream his performances as part of youth nights. He speaks at fatherhood conferences and has even been rumored to land a cameo role in a Netflix drama based loosely on his life. He's been called America's Dad, a title he humbly deflects. "I'm just a man trying to love his family out loud," he once said. His impact goes beyond music, it touches culture, family, and community. And while most Idol contestants fade after their season, Jamal's influence only grows. Insiders whisper about a biopic deal and a potential book titled The House That Voice Built. But even with all the buzz, he still leads Sunday choir at his hometown church when he's home. So what does this all mean for his legacy? It's simple, he didn't just change his life, he made viewers believe in theirs again. Jamal Roberts didn't need to win a trophy to win America's heart. His story, rooted in love, loss, and loyalty, echoed louder than any Idol anthem. He showed the world that greatness isn't found in high notes or stage lights, but in staying true to who you are when no one's watching. With a daughter by his side, a wife in his corner, and a nation behind him, Jamal sang not just for himself, but for every dreamer who thought their moment had passed. In a world starving for authenticity, he reminded us that it's never too late to rise. And maybe that's the real victory. So what's next for Jamal Roberts and his family? If their journey has taught us anything, it's this: the spotlight may fade, but real stories never stop shining. Stay tuned.